Have you ever looked at your life and realized that something is only working because you keep making adjustments around what's not being addressed? Maybe the relationship continues because you keep softening what you need, or the job keeps functioning because you keep carrying unclear expectations. Or it could be that your family system stays peaceful because you keep absorbing what no one else wants to name. Or it may be that your schedule looks manageable only because your body has stopped being included in the conversation. Welcome to Everyday Emotional Vocabulary, where we give language to what so many people feel but may not yet have the words for. And this week's word is compensation. Compensation is the extra effort, the adjustment, or the trade-off that steps in where there's a gap between what life asks and what support holds. And that gap is important. What life asks may be your responsibilities, relationships. It could be work, bills, caregiving, your dreams, your healing, your leadership, or simply the demands of getting through a day. What support holds is what actually helps you carry those things cleanly, like time and rest, money, clarity, reciprocity, emotional safety, the ability to have honest conversation or shared responsibility. It's a system that works, a body that has capacity, or a community that can meet you. It's a rhythm that does not require you to abandon yourself. Compensation begins when those things do not match. Life keeps asking, but the support is not there in the same measure. So something in you starts covering the distance. You become more available than you really are, or more agreeable than you feel. You might become more productive than your capacity can sustain, or you could become more silent than your truth deserves. Maybe you become more independent than your heart actually wants to be. And often that works for a while. And that's what makes compensation so easy to miss. Because it can look mature, it can look generous, it might even be looking efficient. It could look like loyalty, it could look like strength, flexibility, faith, discipline, or love. But underneath that, there's a trade-off that's costing more than it's giving back. In relationships, compensation may look like keeping the peace instead of telling the truth. You stop asking for what you need because it feels easier than risking disappointment. Or the relationship continues, but the connection becomes less honest. At work, compensation may look like carrying ambiguity. No one has clarified the role, the authority, the handoff, or the priority, so you compensate with extra effort. You send another email, you stay later, you anticipate the problem before it happens. So the work is moving, but the root issue remains. And in family, compensation may look like becoming the steady one, the responsible one, the one who knows, the one who makes room for everyone else's limits while quietly shrinking your own. Even spiritually, compensation can hide inside good language. Like, I'm trusting the process sometimes can be true, but sometimes it becomes a way to avoid admitting that the current structure is not supporting your becoming. And that's why compensation is not just a word. It's a lens. It asks you to look beneath the effort and find the exchange. It asks you to question, what am I trading in order to keep this going? Is it rest for approval, or is it truth for belonging, or clarity for comfort? Are you trading your body's signal for the appearance of being okay? Or maybe it's trading long-term alignment for short-term relief. This is where the paradigm shifts. The question isn't only how do I keep making this work? The deeper question is, what root issue would I have to address if I stopped compensating? And that question can be quite uncomfortable because compensation often protects us from immediate disruption. So if I stop overfunctioning, someone may have to take the responsibility. And if I stay quiet, a conversation might have to happen. And if I stop stretching the budget, the truth about support may have to be named. And if I stop doing everything myself, I may have to admit that I need help. Or even if I stop making the relationship easy, I might find out whether it can also be honest. Compensation is not wrong. It's information. It shows where something is being carried indirectly because the direct path has not been supported yet. And in the unforced edge, we listen for that kind of signal because it points to the condition that needs to change. Not the surface habit, the root condition. For example, more support, more clarity, more honesty, more shared responsibility. There may be a need for more capacity or more truthful pacing, or even more direct contact with what is true. So this week, notice one area where you keep adjusting around the same pressure, and then ask, what am I trading to keep this working? And then go a step deeper and ask, would addressing the root serve me more than continuing the trade-off? You don't have to answer all at once. Just let the question tell the truth. Because sometimes the beginning of alignment is not doing more. It's realizing the trade-off has become too expensive. Alignment over force. I'm Raisa Nazaire, and if you like today's word, please join us weekly on YouTube at Think Be Well Now, and like and subscribe for more. Thank you. Until next week.